So this is the astrological forecast for the sign of Libra for 2023. Libra, along with Leo, excuse me, you're one of the two quietest signs in 2023. This doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but it does mean it's not going to be too difficult for most of you. Some of you are getting hammered. A few of you are getting blessed. So, let's have a look at this. Firstly, it is the equinox, the second equinox of the year, and it will take place on the 23rd of September at 6:51 a.m. UK time, Greenwich Mean Time, Universal Time, 23rd of September. That's when the sun moves into Libra. It is the equinox, equal night. There'll be 12 hours daylight and darkness all over the world at that time. The Earth will be perpendicular to its poles at polar axis. The new moon in Libra will be a partial eclipse of the sun, and that will take place on the 14th of October. And the full moon in Libra will take place on the 6th of April in 2023. Mercury will move into Libra on the 5th of October and leave on the 22nd of October. So it's going to be with you for 15 days. Great time for getting the filing done, the accounts done, signing contracts, travelling, anything involving movement. 5th to 22nd of October, great time for doing things. Venus will move into Libra on the 8th of November and it will leave on the 4th of December, getting higher and higher in the morning sky. Should be quite visible for many of us as the morning star by this time. Mars will move into Libra on the 27th of August and it will stay there until the 12th even of October. Now, during Mars's journey in Libra, it will pass on top of the sun of each and every one of you. So the later you are in Libra, the later this will happen. But between the 27th of August and the 12th of October, every single one of you will experience Mars for a couple of days. There'll be the potential for bumps, bangs, burns, bruises, arguments, disagreements, or equally getting down the gym, digging the garden, walking the dog, using your energy so that it doesn't use you. That's obviously the desired option. But then we come to the outer planets. Now, let's deal first of all with what's not affecting you. Uranus will be in Taurus all year. That's not going to be impacting on you. That shouldn't be a problem. No sign of any new big drama. Similarly, Neptune will be in Pisces all year. Again, a sign that's not really impacting on you. So I don't see any sign of what I would call major new confusion, escapism, avoidance, gullibility, or anything like that. Pluto's at the very end of Capricorn. Now, Pluto is going to be impacting on the lives of many of you. Those of you born at the very, very end of Libra, particularly the 22nd and the 23rd of October. Pluto's going to be squaring your sun over this coming year. There's no getting out of this. Every single one of you at some stage or level will experience this. This year it's the period of the 22nd, 23rd of October. So to these people I say, look, watch your back. There's going to be inappropriate or unethical influences in a way that's subversive or coercive, and it's either going to be happening from you or towards you, one of the two. If it's happening towards you, which is what happens in most cases, then you either deal with the people who are behind it and you say to them, look, what's going on? Tell me the truth. Let's deal with it and work it out. And they'll either say, yes, okay, great, 2 and 2 equals 5. Or they'll go, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. At which point you go, right, I trust my instincts. I am not making this up. Something's going on here. I can't sort it out. Right, scalpel, cut, end. You're out of my life. No coming back. Thing is with Pluto, it's not mercenary because that's cruel and callous, but it is ruthless. As in, yes, no, black, white. Very good time for getting in touch with your deeper psychological nature. Very good time for going into the caves at the bottom of your soul and freeing up lots of old blocked stuff from the past. Saturn will spend most of the year in Pisces, a sign that you've got little in common with. Not going to affect you. But in the first 9-10 weeks of the year, Saturn will be at the end of Aquarius, and this is going to impact on some of you, particularly those of you born from the 16th of October onwards. You should find that the first through to early mid-March, it's a very good time. It's a time where you can get results. It's where you can make things happen. It's a great time for long-term planning, for putting in place foundations of what you're going to do over at least for next year, if not longer, in a way that should yield steady, stable, consistent, growthful results. Lovely. Jupiter will spend the first 18 weeks of the year in Aries, your opposite sign. Every single one of you will have Jupiter opposite your Sun at some stage between the start of January and the middle of May. Jupiter opposite Sun normally means it's full of opportunities, full of promises, full of people saying, we can do this, you can do that, we can find the money for that. And it's all words and not a lot of substance. So my advice is clear. Watch out for the hype and the spin. Now, I don't want to downplay it too much because some of it will be quite good. But if you take the top 10% of what's going on, you'll thrive and prosper. And if you take the top 80%, you'll end up flat on your face with nothing to show for it. And what's most likely is that certain individuals are going to go, oh my God, crisis, drama, trauma, you've got to sort it out. Oh, it's all gone wrong. Right, you've got to take the blame. Whereas if you're strong enough to go, wait a minute, this isn't my stuff. This is your stuff. So I'll help you, but I won't do it for you. Then you're going to avoid a lot of hype and spin and avoid getting yourself into trouble. So quality beats quantity when it comes to the experiences of the first 4.5 months of the year. After this, Jupiter moves into Taurus and it's all relatively quiet. Now there are going to be, there's one very big trigger point. Very big. It's going to be the period around the 18th to the 21st of May. Now, this is going to affect the world big time, but it's particularly going to impact on those of you born at the end of Libra. Again, 22nd, 23rd of October. If you're going to get your buttons pushed, if you're going to end up saying or doing something that you later regret, if you're going to act in an impulsive, volatile and directly angry way, this is when it will be. Mars in the sky will be opposite Pluto, both of them square Jupiter, and it's all impacting on the very end of Libra. So you're going to be in an extremely volatile space. For all of you, count to 10 as you get into that 18th to the 21st of May. The world's going to be going cuckoo at that time. So forewarned is forearmed. But overall, you're going to be able to stay in the background much of the year and get on with your life and not have too much going on. So am I worried about the coming year? For 90% of you, no, I'm not. No. For most of you, it's going to be a steady, stable and healthy year. Just watch out for that period at the end of May, mid-May. Catch you later. Bye.